Good morning and evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it again with another video. My name is Digital CJ, and we're continuing and finishing our quest in Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. I had a debate with myself if I want to do a part 2 on part 15. You know what? What the heck. Since we're here, let's finish it.
Yes, at last. At last you've gathered the whole of them. With them, you can summon forth a rift of considerable power. This rift, born of the Wakestone's power, will guide you forward, Arisen. I fear there will be no returning to this place. Are you prepared to journey on?
I'm ready.
End this, Arisen. May the world be put right by your hand.
All the rift stones in the world.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
No change. Let's do this.
Well met, Arisen. I'll not waste time on rhetoric. Defeat me, and take my place as keeper of this world. You saw it awaiting you at the end of your descent. Aye, the same world you've traveled to arrive at this place. A world you may well now inherit. It is a simple proposition. No different than any you've faced. You need only the will to claim what is offered you. The will to survive.
Yes, fight, Arisen,
Final
as
judgment.
you e'er have fought in coming here. What is it that impels you? What force spurs you on? What sustained your wanderings and led you here? I ask you, what is it that makes you alive? Tis volition, unbending will. You are here because you willed it, Arisen. That alone has brought you here.
You reach the deepest depths of the Everfall, a realm with neither beginning nor end. Now you face the Seneschal, the omnipotent presence that controls the world itself. This battle will put an end to all doubts. You fight for closure that shall come with your true fate. This much is certain as you steel yourself for battle. The Seneschal, steward to the world, appeared before you. You've no time to waver. Muster all your might to defeat this adversary.
Consider the infinite potential. Just as you call forth pawns, so I command all life into existence. Call it divine creation if you must, but expect none of the mercy men seek in their gods. This is cold truth, the unbending reality of a world without compassion. The world and all its denizens are but empty vessels. In that regard, no different than the pawns. Without volition, there is no true life. The world falls stagnant, dead as an ocean with no current to guide it. That volition is tempered by the struggle for survival. The decision, just like yours, to fight. Just as the pawns need a master's command, so the world thirsts for the will to live.
Let us continue, Arisen. Show that you are more than an empty vessel, animated by forces unseen. Show that the temper of your soul is strong enough to command far more than mere pawns. Show that your will is fit to bind the fraying circle of this world and hold it fast. Fight tooth and claw, struggle now and cling to life. Show that living holds worth enough to fight for.
I'll show you my resolve.
It is time to decide. Will you claim your right as Arisen? Or shrug the burden and seek peace in oblivion? Just so. One foot after the next, come what may. That is what it means to live. Turn back now, and I will grant you a merciful death. The choice is yours, Arisen. Yours alone.
Tis a simple choice, Arisen. Step forward or retreat. Accept the quiet emptiness of a false peace, a false life.
What is this?
Then you would choose peace. That too is a valid fate.
What is this you're telling me?
Why not put an end to it? The praises of the quiet life are sung far too infrequent. That's a mite harsh, aye? Ever the nobler one, you.
You're not without a home to return to.
No!
What is it drives you so?
My, 'tis too great an honor for one of my stature.
Why this hesitation, sir? You've aught to protect, do you not?
I do, but not like this.
This is your answer, then.
I would beg you rest a while, but just as likely would turn a deaf ear. Instead, I ask only that you keep us in mind now and again. Chief.
trust you.
You are close now. So very close to me.
Come, Arisen. I shall meet you on your own terms, joined by my own companions of old. You stand now at its end, Arisen. See your journey through.
It is our final battle. Stand together. I feel a tremendous power.
Be victorious. Temper your soul, Vince. It's an ever-turning wheel. Perfect beyond compare. I stand in the center. As you may come to stand in turn.
Luther!
Together, we can deal the final blow.
Curative will serve.
Ah!
Finish on!
Arisen, forgive me. All I've done is to test your will. It is the fate of all Arisen. You and I are swept up in the current, same as the rest. Each tempers the volition of the next, and the endless cycle continues. And so, until the coming of a new soul fit to craft the will to live, someone like you. Until that day, may you guide the world ever justly. I present you with the Godsbane blade. Those who arise to oversee this world are undying, save by this brand's kiss. I ask that you, as the world's new seneschal, use it now to vouchsafe freedom to your weary servant.
I've no words to offer you, Arisen. Even we who traverse the rift do not ken what lies beyond. How may I serve you?
New crown sovereign and keeper of eternity. Grant me now this single boon. The fire of my life is spent in guttering. me freedom with the kiss of the Godspade blade. If there is aught you wish to know afore my death, you need but ask. My knowledge, as my all, is yours to take. What would you hear of me? The Seneschal is steward to the world. The world you traveled now rests in your care. Just as the Arisen calls pawn into being and sets them to motion, the Seneschal holds dominion over all living things. There are those who would call such a being Maker or God. I cannot deny the claim any more than affirm it. In the end, they are but words. Call it what you will. Such is the office I have served, just as those before me and you beyond unto eternity.
I fear this pawn cannot help you decide.
This place is familiar. New crown, sovereign and keeper of eternity. Grant me now this single boon. If there is aught you... My knowledge. The pawns exist astride the rift. They speak of a multitude of worlds, each infinite unto itself. Limitless in span and lost to time, these worlds extend in an eternal, perfect loop. Just as a ring lacks start and end, so this world has no origin, no final terminus. If it does, they lie beyond our ken. We are prisoners of unpassing time, wandering an unending land. What lies beyond, we cannot know.
Speak your mind, Master, and this pawn will follow.
This bears the look of the world beyond the rift. New crown, sovereign. If there is aught you... My knowledge, as my all. Aye, there is life in the world, and with it death. Naught lasts forever. Each rises and falls in its time. But such is a death akin to that of pawns. They appear in this world and vanish, only to appear again, like bubbles in a mountain spring. As so it is with all that lives within this eternal world. In time, you will come to see it happen under your watch, Seneschal. Each beast, each blade of grass, each human life is born to die and be born again in endless rhythm. Naught lasts forever, yet all persists unto eternity. It feels... New crown, sovereign. The fire, if there is aught... My knowledge, as my all. Will is that which led you to this place, and that which turns the eternal wheel of the world. Along the endless string of life and death, there are some born with a hunger. They yearn for some other, better place. They are the Arisen, nascent fountainheads of will. And so the dragon is sent into the world to guide the Arisen, and refine them, to temper their wills into aught capable of sustaining the world. And so the cycle of our world has e'er continued.
A strong will is needed to sustain the world, and one stronger still to end it. I've no words to offer you, Arisen.
New crown, sovereign. If there is aught you wish to know afore my death, you need but ask. This... Mourn me not, for I welcome the release. At long last, I am free of eternity, of infinity, free of the cruel, unending ring.
So, I am now the new seneschal, keeper of the world in my hands. At last, finally, all is in its place. You have accepted your true fate, to become seneschal, the new sovereign of the world. Eternal life shall be yours upon the throne. Unending days of service, till a new Arisen appears to end your reign. Luther, you have served me well all these years. And you've been a faithful friend, true friend. And I ask you to take me in my stead. For this, I thank you.
No! Master!
You're like me, aren't you? As my grandmother gave me life, he gave you yours. They gave us death, and with it, true life. This is the world he wanted for us.
I have lived my life to the fullest of my extent as the office of an Arisen. Now it's his turn. This is the best RPG game I have ever played since Dragon Valor. Or Dragon Valor. best I ever played. And so, till next time, everybody. I have to thank the guys and gals and whatnot in Dragon's Dogma Central, and to you, my fellow viewers. The link is in the description below to my Twitch if you want to see this whole final playthrough unscathed, untouched. You may do so. Until then, once again, I thank you. Once again, my name is Digital CJ, and I'll see you in the next game, the next quest, and the next video. I'm signing out, and good night. See you next time, everybody.